Where testing shows that airborne asbestos contamination at a given worksite can be expected to exceed the permissible limit, personnel preparing to work at the site must dress in special head-to-toe protective clothing and wear approved respirators. To prevent the spread of asbestos contamination by the worker himself, separate clean and dirty change rooms, separated by shower facilities, will be provided near each worksite. Workers preparing to work in an asbestos hazard area should first change clothes from street clothes into protective gear in the clean change room. Of course, depending on weather and distance to the worksite, it may be preferable to put on the outer protective clothing at the worksite itself. Upon completion of the job, final undressing from reusable protective clothing will be done in the dirty change room. The primary purpose of wearing protective clothing is to provide a means of disposing of surface contamination collected during the rip-out operation. Before putting on the outer protective clothing, each worker will dress in a reusable cloth coverall. The cloth coverall provides comfort and an added degree of protection beneath the outer disposable garment. The disposable outer coverall is made of a tough, plasticized material that offers maximum resistance to the penetration of asbestos fibers. For the feet, shoe covers made of heavy plastic with slip-resistant soles will be used, or a pair of lightweight rubber boots will also offer suitable protection. To protect the hands, cotton gloves like these with thin latex rubber overgloves must be worn. Additional cotton work gloves may also be used. For covering the head, a cloth head cover may be worn under the required hood. The hood must fit well down over the neck of the coverall to prevent intrusion of fibers at this junction. One problem with this three-piece arrangement is that it requires all openings to be taped shut in order to seal out the intrusion of asbestos fibers at the wrists, at the ankles, and the neck. An alternative to the three-piece suit is the sack suit. This garment combines the hood, the body coverall, and shoe covers together in a one-piece unit. Along with maximum head-to-toe integrity, the sack suit also has a hose connection to allow cooling air to be pumped into the suit. The resultant airflow adds to the worker's comfort and creates a positive pressure which helps prevent asbestos intrusion into the suit. Along with the protective clothing, air purifying respirators must be worn whenever the average exposure to asbestos may be expected to exceed the permissible level stated earlier. That is, an 8-hour average of 2 fibers per cubic centimeter of air inhaled. The type of respirator required for personnel in or near the immediate rip-out controlled area depends on the degree to which the permissible level may be exceeded. For example, if the expected worksite level is less than 10 times the permissible level, then a reusable or disposable single-use respirator may be used. If the level is expected to exceed the permissible level by more than 10 times but less than 100, then powered air purifying respirators must be used. And if the level is expected to exceed the permissible level by more than 100 times, then Type C, continuous flow or pressure demand, supplied air respirators like these must be used. At present, this type is required for all rip-out operations. The type of eye protection used at the worksite will depend on the type of respirator used. For example, safety glasses must be used with half-mask respirators, while full-face respirators will, of course, require no additional eye protection. Clad in this manner, in protective clothing and respirators, and provided with proper eye protection, workers will be protected against either inhaling or contacting asbestos fibers.